Everything's working?
I'm good.
Like your shirt, Rollo, as well.
Thank you. My waffle iron.
It's good.
What?
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I didn't compliment.
Yeah.
How you going?
Good. MJ's provided ice water.
Yeah, it's a good start.
It's a really good start.
Really good.
We're away. And we start with our traditional start, this or that.
Yep.
This or that.
And just a reminder that you both got it wrong last week, so you need a response.
Yeah, we need to bounce back.
Yep. Okay, let's do it. So that Tezuka, Tezuka.
Do it again, sorry.
Seriously.
T-E what?
Tezuka. Tezuka, is it a Mexican mobile company which is experimenting with 6G, or a best-selling Japanese author known as the father of manga?
Manga being like anime. Oh, like
Yeah.
comic.
Yep.
Comic.
You don't know that. Don't go along as if you know what he's talking about.
I'm in.
Go on then.
The Japanese way. Ben?
I'm tempted to say the mobile company, but I'm going to go mobile company.
Why?
Oh, no, I reckon you've got it.
It just sounds like a mobile company.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah,
Rollo's right.
yes, Rollo's back.
Yeah.
Just looks like a Japanese word.
Yeah. That's where I would have gone as well.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
bad luck, Bino.
Bad luck, Beno.
Bad luck.
But well done, Harry. And we were just talking about the game against Geelong yesterday, 94-76. And Harry,
Good win.
streamer time. We've saved a few because unbelievably,
What's wrong with your throwing?
we lost. We lost all the
End up over
poppers.
here. You're throwing it
We
to
thought-
Harry.
Your technique
We're
of
here.
streamer throwing really needs some
We're going
work.
to get a replay on that. That was horrible.
But we were,
Taking my left eye out.
MJ and I were talking off air, and it has been raining accolades for Harry McKay in the last 24 hours. So you have made the team of the week
Wow.
in both SEN and Campbell Brown's 7 AFL
that's big
team of
week.
the
Clean
week.
one, Brony.
And then Damien Barrett on the daily MVP for round 7 has given you the 5 votes, the maximum of any player in the AFL for round 7.
There you
So
go.
just like that, it feels like the Harry McKay show has just rolled through town. Congratulations. Honestly, it was just a really good win and performance
good
from
win.
himself.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It was good fun afternoon at the G. We as we said last week, obviously off a couple of wins. Really excited about the opportunity to play a quality side that is in good form. One of the top couple on the ladder. So yeah, I was really impressed with how we went about it, and it was a really fun afternoon. Crowd was buzzing, and yeah, there's something about. I was talking to Ben. There's something about the 3:20 slot.
The
on a
perfect
Sunday.
slot.
I reckon it's great. It's the best. It's the ideal slot. I reckon.
Yeah.
We were talking about that on Friday, how in the morning it's not a massive wait, but enough just to, get your things together and get organised, but you're not waiting until 7:30. So I think it's a pristine spot. I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the game just looks so nice. By
Looks
the
nice.
the end of it, like,
Do you reckon it should be the GF?
well, it's only 50 minutes out from the GF. It's basically.
But it changes the colour of the ball.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Why
But-
though? What do we really need to?
But even after the game, you got so much more time to relax and
Yeah.
switch off, not, up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
I agree. It's perfect
Sorry,
time.
I got
slot.
sidetracked. Yeah.
Very sidetracked
Yeah.
because Carlton fans are up and about. So 3 weeks ago, they're riding Sack Voss in the streets. Literally, there was graffiti around the north of Melbourne. And then we are now on this run. And Carlton fans come out of the woodwork unlike any other supporter base that I think I've ever seen. So we've got some very happy Carlton fans. Apparently, we've received like a record of DMs. And this is just a montage of some of the questions coming for UH.
Hi, it's Elle from Elwood.
Hey Ben and Harry, it's Beck from Cranbourne East.
Hey, it's Cosmo from Powelltown.
It's Lena from Carrum Downs here.
Hey Harry, just got a question for you, mate. My name's Henry. I'm 15 and I'm from Rutherglen.
H, how did you feel when you kicked your first goal and the Blue Baggers' reaction?
McKay snuck out the back,
The first goal that you kicked, how big was the roar when you kicked it?
and he'll kick the easiest of goals from the goal square.
I cried happy tears.
It's Neil from England here. Just wanted to say great game from you there, Harry. 3 goals, 20 odd touches, 10 contested and 12 marks.
McKay nails it! Flushed it!
What were your thoughts during the fourth quarter when Geelong kicked 3 quick goals in a row?
Standing start, 45 out, Bailey Smith! Here come the Cats!
I just wanted to shout out Harry for his awesome game against the Cats yesterday. The Carlton community and the AFL community in general are so proud of you, mate. Well done and keep up the good work.
How did it feel kicking 3 goals against Geelong and getting the win over them?
McKay nails it for the Blues!
The game you played today was absolutely amazing. You really made all us Blue Baggers proud.
Yeah, how good is it to be back and how you feeling?
Great to get the win. Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Go Blues.
Go Blues. Jeez, imagine if you win the Norm Smith or something.
Imagine if you win.
It's a great montage.
Imagine if you win another game.
It's the catalyst, do you reckon?
Yeah. Is this a turning point? Is this like the Freo game?
Thank you very much for all those lovely messages.
Yeah.
As we said, it was a bloody good win, and it was so fun just to be out there playing footy again, and in front of a home crowd, and as you said, something about the G at an afternoon like that, and just crowd buzzing, and I thought we played a really good brand of footy, and against a quality opposition as well. So it was a fun afternoon, and really proud of the group and how we went about it. So.
As some people were suggesting, the first goal, did that feel any different to kicking your first goal in a normal game? What did it feel like?
Not really.
It
was nice to get back on the scoreboard. But I didn't feel like anything too extraordinary. But it was nice. Just kind of felt you just noticed everyone getting around you, and just like a little like a subtle. Nice little moment. So but no, it was very much business as usual, and obviously it's been a little bit of a indifferent month or two, but once you're out there with your teammates and playing footy within that 2 hours, it's very business as usual, if that makes sense, in terms of what you're focusing on and where your attention goes, and all that. And then sometimes it's not until, I said actually in an interview after the game, it's not until, I've said it before, sometimes after the game or in the weeks following, when moments or games or what individual players do comes to light more. Or a quarter of footy or whatever it is. But as Ben can attest to, when you're out there playing, it's just like as soon as one thing happens, you're just so focused on what's next or your role in that next kind of passage of play. So, it was really fun.
And do you feel like when you're kicking goals or when you're marking the footy, when one is going well, the confidence to execute the other skill starts to improve as well, because you were clunking everything. It was like the best of your marking ability that we saw on show, which must be really, I don't know, you'd be the same, Ben, when you take a really big mark. Do you feel $1 million? And does that start to translate in the rest of your footy?
I guess every player has probably their own individual strength, and if your strengths are on that day or you're feel like you're executing that well, that probably fuels your game more than if you take a couple of clean ground balls or something for us as a key player. But again, you don't probably, Ben could be different, but you're not necessarily running around thinking, oh gee, I'm marking the ball awesome, like how good's this?
I think that the margin in the game is so small, so the difference between taking a really good contested mark versus not is so slim. So I think you do take you take them when you can get them, because as I said, the difference is so minute that you can do everything right and drop a mark or whatever. So when you do grab them, I think, you want to take them because you can do the exact same thing the next play and not quite execute. So,
but then also the ones where it's like, I reckon there was one yesterday where it was just like a little hit up and it was just a bit of a float, and I reckon the wind took it at the last second and marked it. And to anyone's eye on the TV, no one would have thought twice about it. But I was thinking, oh gee, actually did well to hold on to that. Like that was nearly the most of the marks. That was like the hardest one to take. Nearly, it was like an uncontested chest mark. So the ones that you think are like when you're reading it or something happens or whatever the play's been before, sometimes those innocuous ones can actually be like the hardest to take.
That's funny, Like one you didn't really catch sight of it.
You can swing and late or something. So it's like as a player, you kind of the ones that you appreciate as like the more difficult ones are probably like the easiest ones to see. It's funny.
And then that comeback in the fourth, as someone alluded to in the questions. I mean, you've had, I think the commentary said you've been in front every game at halftime this season. I think
is that right? Yeah,
7-0, and then obviously you hadn't won all those games. But did you feel like the team galvanised a bit under a bit more pressure from, as you said, a very good team?
Yeah, I think all year we've been playing some really good footy, and obviously that stat backs it up that our first half we've been in front every time. So I think, the narrative of like second halves not being as good, I think that's been obviously squashed the last few weeks anyway. But it's not something we've necessarily the last week or two put a big emphasis on. It was more just trying to be consistent across all four quarters, and we know that there's a couple of key things in our game that if we're bringing and at a high level, then the rest will take care of itself. So, but I think it's always important to start well, and when that's the case, you give yourself the best chance to finish off. And I think we've spoken about it so many times before, but momentum swings in games are so common and so important now. And regardless of who you're playing, they're going to have times when they're on top, and it's only just about weathering that and then going back at them, which was no different to yesterday when Geelong multiple times came at us, and especially probably early in that last quarter. But our ability to kind of absorb that and then stand strong and go back at them to finish off was really impressive.
Yeah. Well, this time last year, I just remember from a person as a Brisbane Lions supporter, when the club was really struggling, 0-3, and then ended up being 2-5 or something. But you guys said, Brisbane's a good enough club. They're going to have their run. They're going to come good. And then it's been similar with Carlton. Even when you were 0-4, it didn't feel like it was that big a disaster. But then now, last week, we're like, geez, if you knock off Geelong, suddenly things are going to look pretty rosy. Does it feel... I mean, you're always one to play it down, but does it feel like something's changed, or is it just you're finally getting reward?
Oh, well, there's no secret that we're in a win-loss industry. So, like, wins nourish everyone and the whole community, and losses challenge that. But I think we've spoken about a lot as well, but what's real and what's not. And we're playing some really strong footy. But there was a couple of key things that were just not going right and contributing to not finishing off and getting the result. But I think it's footy's the season's so long, and there's so many moments and ebbs and flows, and I know as an industry we love like narratives after a week or two we need something to kind of talk about. But the reality is over like a 8 to 12 week, 15 week time period, that's probably when you get a real feel of what's going on. But given our industry with win-loss nature, results can drive some of that narrative. But the whole time we've been pretty confident that if we keep playing the way we were and the key things we focus on keep turning up, then eventually it'll turn. And the last 3 weeks we've been really consistent, which is great. But it's such a quick turnaround. We play in 5 days' time, and if we're not on there, then who knows what can happen. So
5-day breaks.
6 days, sorry.
We had 2 questions that were similar from Beck and Belinda. We'll play them back to back here.
Hey, Ben and Harry, it's Beck from Cranbourne East. I was at the game yesterday with my 7-year-old. We reckon that Harry's finally got a goal celebration. It looked a bit Leighton Hewitt-like, but it was definitely a better celebration. Go Blues, great game yesterday.
Hi, Ben and Harry, it's Belinda from Pascoe Vale here. I was at the Carlton-Geelong game tonight, and I was just wondering, Harry, when do you think you'll bring back the Zoomies this year? Go Blues.
Well, we need to break this down.
I hope you haven't stitched me up with a Leighton Hewitt.
This is breaking news.
Stitch up here.
Did you come on?
Did you do that?
No, I don't
Can we find this somewhere, MJ?
Well, I've got this. So this was in Jay-Z Clark in the Herald Sun in the tackle, and he said Harry McKay delivered the goosebump moment of the season so far. But then he says there may be few better photos from the 2025 season than McKay celebrating with the big fist pump, as he nailed one of the most important goals of his career. He's gone real big on this fist pump. Is that the Leighton Hewitt that we're referring to? It was a big moment, but it wasn't quite the come on.
Rusty Hewitt is the pointed,
kind of the fingers back at
the
face.
Right to the
right at
right
eye
to the
level.
forehead.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So I didn't think it was that, but could be wrong. Yeah. No, I don't think yeah.
Oh, it is now.
Can we see it come on in the future?
Maybe.
Just for us, just for the because I'm about to give up on celebration chat with Harry. He hasn't done one of them.
That's an easy one.
That's an easy
You're
one.
halfway there.
Come
already.
on, yeah.
But now then you're just copying someone who's done it before.
You'd cop so much.
Shit. What's the upside to doing that? 0.
Yeah, it's a bit of content for the pod.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. And there was no... Belinda, thank you for your question, but I don't think I've ever done the Zoomies, but yeah.
I don't know what to say. You've done the Zoomies. We've got footage of the
next
Zoomies.
time.
We've got footage of it.
Next time Bunny, my dog, does it, I'll film it, and we can compare the pair. All right, just see the discrepancy at how
you wouldn't
big
be able
it
to tell
is.
the difference.
He's like a madman running around Bunny when he does it.
Yeah.
And so are you.
And then this is from Helen.
Hi, Harry and Ben. It's Helen from Pearsdale.
Jeez, all right.
Please excuse my voice is nearly gone from cheering on the boys at the G yesterday. Just wanted to say a huge congratulations to Harry for turning on the Harry Show to help celebrate Ben's 100-game milestone. Well done, H.
That was a rusty
Thank
start.
you, Helen.
I nearly choked.
You're right, Riley. Sorry.
The disdain for
Yeah,
Ben.
I didn't appreciate that either.
What was it at the
Ben.
start?
Hi, Harry and Ben. It's Helen from
It's brilliant.
Helen, whack.
How was that brilliant?
Oh, and
Just very subtle, but
the other thing is that we spoke at length about your cheek injury.
Yeah.
And then I feel like people are talking about it now like it's only been revealed after the game.
yeah, I did mention after the game actually. Yeah.
But it was
Clearly, no one listens to the podcast.
it's pretty obvious from the shiner that we agreed that you have.
We call it a shiner?
It's fading now, but it's still there.
Still there, yeah.
Did that held up? You weren't worried about it at any point?
Yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. I did get the face mask made, but I have a photo I can show you, Rollo.
Oh, I'd love to see the face
you
mask.
wanna see it right now?
When the broadcast began and I saw that you weren't out there in your Batman mask, I was a bit
You're
flat.
worried. You're worried. That's me.
Oh my God, you have to bring that in.
I can bring it in here,
Yeah,
but I
bring
can't.
it in here.
I can't wear it.
Wow, that's bad. Can you bring it in?
What's bad about it?
And with the costume as well.
I'm not wearing a Batman
No,
costume.
that'd be so funny.
You have to wear it for the whole pod
Yeah.
next week.
No,
Batman.
Ben has to wear it if we lose a bet or something. If we should make it,
We
like
have
a
to
bet.
make a bet. Yeah. And you have to do the podcast like this.
For the whole hour. But no, the face is good. So.
Face is good.
Yeah,
Good.
structurally anyway.
So all's good on your side.
Right on.
Unfortunately, Ben.
Ben, yeah, can we talk
Anzac
about
Day.
Ben for a bit?
Yeah, Ben didn't make the SEN team of the week, so it's not. He doesn't get the streamers. But Anzac Day, in what was a much better game than the scoreboard suggests after the fact. But
Yeah, I think in terms of the day, it's my second game, Anzac Day game, so very amazing to be a part of, very privileged, as we've spoken about so many times before. You're very lucky to be a part of something that's bigger than the game, and the way they do it in terms of the pre-game, and I think we were out there like 28 minutes before the bounce, so we were out there for a long time.
and what's normal?
13, 14,
Yeah,
15.
right, okay. That is a big difference.
Yeah, because you run out, you do a little warm up, then you run back through the joint banner, and then you do another little warm up, and then you go over for the ceremony, and that's really cool. I think you'll never get sick of that. This absolute silence with 90,000 people there, and then the national anthems when both crowds roar and you stride off, and you're on cloud nine.
Yeah, it's the best feeling after the national anthem and last post, isn't it?
Yeah,
because we did the same thing yesterday.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I think that was the best moment where after the national anthem, both teams go down to their ends. The crowd is literally, it's like a party. It's just going crazy. And you G'd up. But
did you feel less overawed by the experience?
A little bit, yeah. I was saying to someone, I think because you know what to expect, you're a little bit more just enjoying it for what it is. I think last year you'd never experienced anything like this, and you'd seen this big ceremony on TV before and all the hype and stuff, but this year you just know what to expect and you can sort of take it in a bit more for just what it is, and not let the occasion sort of get to you in terms of knowing what's happening around you. So yeah, I think that helped a little bit, but in terms of the game, I think it felt like a 3 or 4 goal margin for the whole day.
It did, yeah.
Other than we had a little period, might have been maybe the third quarter where
you led in the third, didn't you?
Yeah.
But
I think that they made the most of their opportunities and created just a few more throughout the day, and I don't think we challenged them probably enough at times and played into their hands a bit. So I think that the scoreboard probably doesn't reflect truly what the game was across 3.5 quarters. But we got plenty of work to do. But I think if they're the benchmark right now, then I think there's still some good signs to come out of the game, albeit a disappointing loss in the end. But it was. I think I was saying to someone, no matter what the result was that day, Anzac Day, you go home and think that was still a pretty cool occasion to be a part of, regardless of the result. So, yeah.
Oh, they're absolutely the benchmark too. And then you consider Pendle's probably playing about 20 Anzac Days. They have a lot more experience.
Yeah, 18, I think someone
18,
said. Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then your 100th game. So we'll take this question from Loretta.
Hi, Ben and Harry. Loretta from Maui here. Just wanted a big shout out and congrats to you, Ben, for your 100th game on Friday against the Pies. Sadly, we did not get the 4 points, but I still hope that the day was a very special and memorable day for you and for your family. Go Dons!
Love
Sorry,
that.
nice, Loretta from Moe,
Absolutely.
Good on you,
Motown.
Loretta.
Yeah.
Back from where we grew up, close to by.
Yeah.
She's one of the player sponsors, Loretta. So she.
Oh, is that right?
She's a
Oh,
lovely
good
lady.
on
Yeah,
her.
good on her.
They're great people, player
They are.
sponsors.
She's very lovely. So I hope she's going well. Yeah, we did I don't know what you guys do at the Carlton, but pre-game in the meeting before the game, we did like a montage of like my highlights. So whenever someone's got a milestone, they'll do like a 2-minute little thing of your highlights across your career, or someone speaks.
40-meter dribble goal. From
that didn't make it.
What was the number one highlight?
Oh, I can't remember.
It's tough for a defender.
Yeah, come on.
What do you reckon would be?
I don't know, a mark or I don't know.
Which mark?
I don't know. I can't put
This
it.
is so unfair.
No,
Name your number one highlight.
Can you?
Yeah, it's awkward. Was the point I was trying to.
Yeah, that's right. But that's what we do at Essendon. We celebrate. We do like a little montage.
Everyone does that.
Oh, come on, it's just under the game.
It's some special thing.
Just missing
Well,
it.
how is Joe Blow on the street meant to know what
Exactly.
happens?
Yeah, no.
I didn't know this.
Yep.
Correct.
Sorry.
Well, you've ruined it now.
Apologies.
It's back to the
Man.
start of the podcast when
actually
Harry
have
would just
to.
cut me off. Some
You
things
had-
don't change.
So you had the whole family except Harry in the room.
Yeah, he didn't want to come.
Why'd you make it?
I just saw
The
the
hell?
photo.
Yeah, that's right.
I was
The proof's in the
working.
pudding.
Sorry, mate.
No, but that would have been lovely having the whole family there. And does someone present your jumper for a milestone? Or?
No. Scotty said a couple of words, and then when you put your jumper on, a couple of the boys just mentioned something. But yeah, it was. I don't think a big deal was made of it, which was good. Like just the important people acknowledged it and got on with business. So in terms of that, it was pretty cool just to tick over 100 games and have that in the bank. So
For sure.
yeah, it was cool.
No, well done.
Well done. No, in all seriousness, great effort. And
I can't take
no,
anything you're saying
he meant this
seriously
one.
now.
He meant this one.
Seriously.
I could tell.
That's been the battle for 27 years.
fine, I won't say it. And it's going to be nice.
Yeah, great. And another big talking point out of the game, the communication drama from the Essendon box. So is that something that, as a player, do you think either of you would notice? Did you
I
notice?
had no idea.
Yeah. But you guys are like your 90+% time on ground kind of operators.
Correct.
aren't
I think if you're a midfielder, you would have known. But
Yeah.
Brad mentioned something in our post-game meeting that, the phones weren't working and had to use literally their mobile phone. I'm not
Really?
sure if Collingwood had the same issue. I have no idea. But, they were using their mobile phone. So
you? And that is like, I don't know, the media manager or something? Because not everyone's allowed to use
it would be a
there's a list of, I don't know,
Doctor?
10 people that
yeah.
can-
There's a few. You can have phones. Like there has to be like accredited
Yeah.
phones. Yeah.
Yep. So
Wow.
that was really interesting. I'm not sure if Collingwood had the same issue, but
Did any teammates suggest that it caused
no.
an issue?
No, I mean, majority of us had no idea.
Yeah.
It wasn't made into a big deal sort of at the time. It was more
Mm.
reflecting on it post game. But yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. It wasn't an issue for anyone else throughout the weekend. But
Mm.
for a reason, the phone line went down. So never heard of that before. Actually.
No,
That's
no.
pretty bizarre.
Not ideal on Anzac Day either.
No.
Big game.
Yeah.
No idea.
So this week it is the Ben McKay Cup. That's Thursday night. So
Yep.
short turnaround.
Quick week. Yeah.
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 How
very
you feeling
good.
for that one, Ben? What's the?
Feeling good.
Was it obviously different to? Do you reckon it'd be similar to last year or similar to Anzac Day, where it's like you've already had one taste of
potentially.
it, so you kind of a little bit know what to expect?
I'd agree with that. I think you know what to expect. It's always going to be. I think someone asked me today, like, "Oh, how are you feeling this time around?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you still acknowledge it, and it might be a bit strange, but you probably know what to expect." And I think every time you play against your old team, you always have a little bit of a weirdness about it. But knowing what to expect probably helps a little bit. But looking forward to it. I think their win-loss doesn't reflect how they're going. They've had really good patches of play across the season, and probably arguably should have won a couple more. So
Should have won last week.
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
good against
So
Port.
I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I think Goldie will be there as well, and plenty of staff members as well that have been on both teams. So a good week, an exciting week, I think, all up. Whenever you get to play against your old mates, for sure.
Thursday night as well. It's always a good slot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that excite you? Feels like prime time. Does
Thursday
that...
night?
Yeah, Thursday nights are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You normally get your schedule sort of opens up a bit post game with a bit more recovery and stuff. We had a similar thing against, I think it was Port a few weeks ago. We had a 9-day break afterwards, so they normally reward you by having a more recovery post game in terms of days. So yeah, looking Thursday.
You get to start you're the first game of the round.
Correct. Yeah.
It's always cool. I reckon.
Yep.
Do you feel like this is a silly question, but do you feel like more eyes are on you when you're playing a game like that? Does it have any impact on? I don't know.
When you're out there, not really. I think when you're out there warming up or playing, it just feels pretty normal. It's probably more after the game when people are talking about it a little bit more, or
when you got roaming Brian or something.
Yeah, exactly right. All that sort of excess stuff. But in terms of when you're out there, I think when the balls bounce, I know it's cliche, but you really do just think it's another game sort of thing.
And then Carlton taking on the Crows Saturday twilight, Adelaide Oval. Never beaten the Crows at Adelaide Oval.
Is that right?
I think you're only 0-3, but
maybe.
So that would be some sort of hoodoo, I suppose. But you guys don't really care about hoodoos.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't actually realise that. But more importantly, obviously, the
streamer got such a bad hand.
Can we clip that up, maybe, please, Eve? Streaming gate.
And I threw it into your head to start the podcast.
That would be so funny to see. How did you? I just want to know, how did you get to my left eye?
Went like this. He went.
I chucked it under, yeah, it's like a little underarm.
Clipped the table.
Yeah. I reckon you might have meant it, actually.
It was not meant to hit.
We're both going to have black eyes after.
Yeah. But yeah, heading to Adelaide.
Yeah, so it should be, obviously they've had a really great start to the year and one of the inform teams in the comp. So, yeah, another really great challenge and playing another good side in good form. So, we'll review yesterday's win and then, move pretty quick onto that. So, I think as a group we're really looking forward to getting over there. And Ben can agree that going over and playing away trips interstate is always good fun and get to spend a lot of time together. And
especially because teams like us don't travel all that often in terms of only a handful of times per year. So you really cherish them when you're over
good
there.
Fun. So
I agreed.
Yeah, we can't wait. Should be
another
good.
Fun stat that I found out today. Jack Crisp, who of course we should talk a bit about Jack Crisp, given his upcoming incredible record that he's about to break, 245 consecutive games of AFL. Let's just talk about that actually for a second. So
that's remarkable, really.
Not even a sniffle. How do you possibly?
I can't fathom that. That's ridiculous.
Since 2014.
Whenever Jack finishes up, it'd be cool for him to maybe do a bit of a tell all around how what he played through or what little stories came up, because there'd be some. I reckon he would have had to play through some pretty.
Gnarly things,
gnarly things, or had some close calls, or
just.
So it'd be cool if he maybe writes a book or something around, and mentions some of the cool stories that were involved with, getting to the line and playing or playing through some different things. Because to get through 245 in a row, it's crazy.
So how many has he played for his career then? 270.
He played 18 games at the Lions.
Oh, okay.
So he's in the 260s.
Yeah. Okay.
But for the 18 games at the Lions, he played at 8 venues. And then for the 240 odd games for Collingwood, he played at 9 venues.
There you go.
So he hasn't travelled all that much.
Wow.
But he would have had a lot of away wins in that time. But would you guys say are some of the most nourishing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So who does Collingwood play?
MJ?
Geelong.
Oh, that's right. Geelong. Big
G.
game. Big game. That'll be a huge crowd there.
That'd be a massive one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
That'll go well, Jack. It's an awesome record.
Absolutely.
Twinners.
Ben and Harry's
I'm so excited for this.
Winners
Birds often think I'm a treat.
and Losers.
Mandarins. I just love them. Mandarins at the moment.
Mandarins. It always gets me.
I'll go first.
Is it Mandarin season yet?
Yeah, Benny.
Nah, not yet. No.
Just hold off.
Hold
Do you reckon you'll have a fruit as one of your twinners at some stage?
There's a good chance, yeah.
How much of that does that just reek of? Oh, I just cannot think of anything.
You can't.
What fruit did I have this morning in Mandarin?
You have been notoriously unprepared for these things.
No, I haven't.
You have. Every third
The
week.
only thing you have to
whatever's
bring
on the
for this-
TV out here, there's fruit there right now, actually.
There's a few blueberries on the screen, yeah.
Blueberries and strawberries.
What are your top 3 fruits, Ben?
I love grapes. Has to be number one.
Do you know, actually, at the moment, the grapes are in really good form. They're very crunchy.
Is that your twinner?
Well, it can be fruit related. But no, some of the grapes are tremendous at the moment.
Tremendous.
I'd say grapes, raspberry, apple.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mandarin didn't even sneak in.
Just didn't sneak in. He had his twin.
It's seasonal.
Podium.
It's seasonal.
It's
Yeah.
seasonal.
Yeah, come on. Twinner, it could be another brother off this week with the Dersmans are playing against each other.
Nice.
Oh, right,
yeah. Good call.
Xavier and Zane, hopefully if he's available and picked for North. So that'd be pretty cool, I think. Yeah, there's been 3 of it. So obviously us two, Reedy and his brother last week, I think it was, and then Zabe and Zane. So that'd be pretty cool, I think.
DeConing's yesterday as well.
DeConing's
True.
yesterday, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ours is creeping up a bit as well.
When is it, June?
About 4 or 5 weeks away.
Yeah.
Is it? What are we, around 7, around 8? That's what, yeah.
It's around 12, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Mark that in the calendar.
Mark it down.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool to acknowledge the Dersmans boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not his best. It's not.
Yeah.
Anyway. What's yours, mate?
Just feeding off Ben's Twinner last week. So I mentioned that. So Ben mentioned that Ted Lasso new season's coming out eventually, and I kind of mentioned that Maddie hadn't watched it yet. My partner Maddie that hadn't watched it yet. That we might start watching it, and since then we actually did. We have started season 1, and just a reminder about how good Ted Lasso is. Like I've watched the whole seasons, but watching it a second time back, just the TV craft and all the subtle messages and little things they do is first class. So it's a great show, and I'm enjoying, even though it's a second time, watching Ted Lasso.
Yeah, nice.
Some great life lessons.
If you're ragging mine.
It's better than brothers playing against each other.
What do you mean?
Happens every week.
No, it doesn't.
I think you've both got RFIs, to be honest.
What's wrong with Ted Lasso?
Nothing's wrong with
So I
Ted Lasso.
mentioned it last week. You just copied me like always.
Right.
Go on.
I actually don't have one, so I don't. I'm racking my brain. I'm just coming down with
avocado.
Yeah, just TV shows and traffic as well. But
yeah, traffic.
My loser, and it's maybe not the best one, but I'm feeling a bit bad for Bunny. He his last 2 grooming appointments have been cancelled, so he's very overgrown at the moment, and he's probably struggling to see a little bit because he grows a lot around his eyes.
Are you tempted to just
but then I don't really want to stuff it up, so
yeah.
He's got an appointment booked this week, so hopefully, touch wood that goes through for him. So feeling a little bit bad for him.
Tough life, isn't it?
He looks very shaggy at the moment. Like very.
He'd be like one of the most like first world dogs in history.
Oh,
he would have such a cruisy life.
Top tier.
Best life ever.
He's in the 1%.
He's in the 1%.
Imagine every dog on earth. Bunny's doing all right.
No, I absolutely agree, but it was just feeling a little bit bad.
Poor bloke hasn't had a haircut in him.
Overdue for a haircut. Poor Bunny.
Losers, I didn't really have, and I was just going to say, no, listen, this is good chat. I was going to say this time of year is when your nigger will start to really come through. So
right,
is
that
you're past the feeling good stage, and there's
so what? So you got niggles?
Yeah.
What have you got?
No, like you just notice your bumps and bruises that little bit more as we head into winter rollo. So,
are you hesitant to mention them just because it's like, I don't know, the opposition may?
Nah, like I have my ankle, for example.
Yeah.
That's as it gets a bit colder and stiffer in winter, you notice that.
Scratches
sort of
tend to.
I was going to mention the
Scratch,
the bruise.
Bruises.
Actually, how is that?
How is the bruised foot? Is it clear?
Is that something that would? No, but your foot injury.
Your foot.
Oh, from a few weeks back.
What?
Well, no, last year.
2 years ago. The stress fracture.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Yeah.
But like something like that heals completely.
Yeah. No, but I just think you start, and Harry should attest to this. You notice your bumps and bruises a bit more after the first month or so of the season.
That's a really good loser. That's an interesting one.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have bumps and bruises? I mean,
no, I haven't played a lot.
That's what I mean. You've had your time off.
Pretty fresh, but
other than your shiner.
Yeah. No, I think as more and more games go on, you definitely. Well, that's the whole point, is that the accumulation effect of a season takes its toll. But
that's right.
Yeah,
so it's a bad thing.
No doubt the cold weather on joints and tendons can have a different effect. But yeah.
I have a little back thing at the moment, so I completely get it.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
It's just
how's your shoulder, by the way?
Shoulder's great.
Yeah. Your Rocky Boulder.
Yeah,
as they call it.
No, I like. How often have you guys had any surgeries that have gone unsuccessfully?
No,
because I was hearing horror stories about like, I hope the surgery goes well or it works, but it's just been the best thing ever.
Great.
I couldn't sleep on my shoulder, and now I'm throwing streamers around.
Sure it's working?
Yeah.
It did look like limited range when you were...
Little cider.
But no, just got to get the back sorted and then we're all good.
Nice one.
Question time. This is from Maddie.
Maddie.
Hey Ben and Harry, it's Maddie from Epping. My question is today is what 3 sports stars would you like to go to dinner with and why? Harry, great game on the weekend, and Ben, great 100th. I was cheering for you the whole time, so loud. Let's win on Thursday and go Bombers!
Good, Maddie.
Thanks,
Well done,
Maddie.
mate.
We love
She's a
Maddie.
star,
She
isn't
is
she?
a star, yeah.
Yeah.
One of our favourites.
A1 listener.
Yep.
Yeah.
MJ's written this down as 2 sports stars, so I
Okay.
don't know if you tried to just shorten it a bit.
How many did Maddie ask for?
She said 3. But
Okay.
do you want to make a joint list? Say it's a dinner party of 5 people.
All right. Sports stars.
Yeah. Because I imagine you'll agree on similar people.
Steph Curry. I'll start.
Yeah, I'd probably go Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll take Brady as well, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to Brady.
So we have Steph and Tom. I'd go, I reckon Serena Williams would be really cool.
Yeah. Novak Djokovic, I'd say. Really
Okay.
interesting. I reckon.
Double tennis?
Double tennis.
Yeah. That's right.
Rollo, do you have any?
Tough. You've got all your American sports covered, really. I mean, I'm not taking a hockey player or something.
Gretzky?
Would you? Gretzky? Well, he's been overtaken now.
By who?
Alex Ovechkin, the Russian guy, scored the most goals in NHL.
Yeah, we could get him in.
What about like an Olympian or something, like a Kathy Freeman or an Ian Thorpe, or as a
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't say no, but
yeah,
So hard to get it all down to 5.
that's fine. We'll just go Steph, Brady, and Serena.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
three.
that's a nice
great.
one,
Yeah.
From Jarryd.
G'day guys, Jarryd here from the Central Coast. Great to have you back. Harry, just want to know if you and Cripper have been added to the WhatsApp chat for the Ruckmans now. If you play that much there, you must be in the group chat. And I want to know, that must be the best one going. Must be the busiest anyway. Thanks guys, up the Blues.
That's a good question, Jarryd.
Jared.
It's a ripper.
Absolutely not. No.
Why not?
No.
You're a ruckman. You basically are a ruckman.
So you have a forward line WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
and I mean there must be some grey area in that.
In which part?
I don't know. Like is
But you ruck, like you do a bit of rucking, so wouldn't you be in their WhatsApp group?
Well, I'm not. No.
But like, are there be people that are kind of like on the fringe of are you a forward or not?
Yeah. Well, when
Like,
it's
Jack Silvani would have been in the forwards group at some point.
yeah,
I
he might
imagine.
still be in it. Actually, I don't know.
We should check that.
But I think it's a little bit different with the line group because, again, Ben could attest to it, but a lot of the program is split into lines. So it might be like, we're meeting lines today, forwards, mids, backs. Like it's not forwards, mids, ruckmen, small defenders, key defenders. Like it's a little bit more generic around mids, backs, forwards. Or you might do your weights in a group, or you might do massage or treatment. Yeah. So in that, but then there's obviously subgroups within that, like ruckman or sometimes the key position players might get together and do stuff. But
Right. So the ruckman would be considered midfielders in this.
yeah,
conversation.
they're a mids,
Yeah.
they're line group. But
So do you feel like you should be in a midfield group?
no, I've never really thought. Pretty happy just to be
Well,
in the
maybe
forward
you
group.
can start a ruck WhatsApp group.
I'm sure there already is one.
Really?
I'll find out.
Pretty quiet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah.
Like every club would have like 3 guys in it, wouldn't
Yeah.
Or maybe
May as well just do an
four.
iMessage chat.
it? Yeah, just one-on-ones.
But no, I'll find out. But I'm happy to not be in it. Yeah.
But you're happy to ruck?
Yeah,
You-
absolutely.
A lot of
Yeah.
centre bounces. How many centre bounces do you reckon you had?
Not sure. Yeah. I don't know. Off the top of my head.
I felt like it was more than I'd seen you in there before, but maybe I'm just misremembering.
Misremembering, maybe.
Mm.
No, I absolutely enjoy doing the ruck, but yeah, I don't think does it have to be in the WhatsApp.
Doesn't need a WhatsApp, yeah. Ruby.
Hi Ben and Harry, it's Ruby from Romsey, Victoria. This one's for Harry. Just wondering what's in your little snack bags that you have that you eat at halftime. Good luck on Sunday. Go the Blues.
Thanks, Ruby.
First of all, do you have a snack bag at halftime, Ben?
A snack bag.
Snack bag.
We,
So I
ha-
just
we,
wanted
we
to-
have an assortment of snacks we can pick from, but not
Yeah.
a bag.
You haven't got a dedicated bag.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Well, yeah, famously, Essendon, Brennan Goddard had the pretzels, that
Pretzels.
he
Yeah.
Pretzels. Yep.
Rumours are they're still on the floor.
could have snacked on. When was that? Was ages
When
ago
was
now.
that? Yeah, that was in Sydney. I think.
That'll go over Ruby's head.
Yeah. So
Harry?
what was in our snacks bag? Yeah, so we got. It can be individualized if you want. So Em, our dietitian, does a great job. But you can kind of choose, but historically it's some lollies, sometimes some little apricot bites. So essentially, you want quick release carbs with some energy in your as fuel at halftime to kind of replenish the energy levels you've lost over the first half. So it might be a gel, some little apricot bites, some snakes, some lollies, and like you have a Gatorade or some Hydrolyte. And then throughout the game, you're 3/4 time, quarter time. When you go to the bench, you're encouraged to have some type of energy, like some lollies or a gel or again Hydrolyte. So but as is always, as I said, it can be individualized. So and it's all measured out in good quantities. So I think it's a good way to do it.
Well,
good notice in, Ruby.
Yeah, well done, Ruby. What do you think would be like the absolute worst thing you could eat?
Oh, to be honest, you're not hungry at all.
No.
So anything you get down, you feel a bit ill trying to eat anything. But
if you had, say, 10 pieces of KFC,
like at half time,
probably not going to.
How would it
probably
affect
be
you?
alright. It'd probably be good fuel, but
you just
wouldn't be able to get it down. I reckon.
Nah.
Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to stomach it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd hit you like a ton of bricks, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be fascinating.
You should try it, Harry. If we get KFC as a sponsor or something, we
and
can
then,
try it,
then all of a sudden
there's some content.
See how many zinger burgers you can eat at half time.
You have to take the mask off first.
You can't even eat with the mask on. That's right.
Can you please come in Batman next week?
You have to
please.
bring it in.
That'd be great for the podcast. What's the downside?
You can't actually talk very well in it.
Really?
That's like normal. So.
Oh, mate. What do you?
It's a good one. Come on. Finally from Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex from Parks, and I just want to ask Harry, how are you such a slay queen? You're just the best.
What?
Good question,
Alex.
Parks. That's in the middle of. It's
a
between. No, it's a town that's. I stayed in Parks when I drove down from Brisbane, so halfway to Melbourne.
Right.
Why are you such a slay queen, Harry?
Can you give us a definition of what a slay queen is first?
Well, you have a go at it first.
The queen of slay.
Right, can you get the dictionary up?
Like Santa's sleigh, or is it?
No, I think it's like
what is slaying?
Slaying is termed like you're killing it. You're doing awesome.
Right. Yeah,
and queen is like a term used just as like a.
Guys say king, girls say queen, sort of thing.
But I think it's just become like a
Just-
phrase.
here we go.
Oh, here we go. We've got the
that was
definition
great.
behind
I
us.
love this.
Scroll up a bit. What does AI say?
A young woman who is stylish, confident, and often seen as influential or glamorous. And then it's when you've done something exceptionally good, impressive in your actions or
Exudes
appearance.
confidence and power.
Yeah,
right.
it's a compliment. It's an exclamation of admiration. Slay queen.
Slay queen.
So
Alex
is just telling you you're slaying.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alex.
And why are you such a slay queen? It's-
Well,
Yeah.
it's just,
Why do you reckon you're slaying like a queen?
just how it is, mate.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have to tell, they'll never be able to do what you do. That's kind of,
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle.
That's right. Sometimes, I don't know what to
We need to wrap
Great
up.
question, Alex. Thanks for everyone that's called in.
We need to go.
We need to get out of here.
Good luck for the Thursday night, Beno.
Thank you.
Hopefully you go well
Yep.
in your 101st game.
That's right. What are you up to,
And-
do you reckon?
I don't know.
What are they up to?
Mid 130s, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I would have said more. And good luck for Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Oh, I've looked up.
Reminder, guys, we our socials, we are at Ben and Harry Podcast on Insta and TikTok, so please.
Yeah. YouTube as well.
Shout out. And YouTube, you can give us a review on Apple and hit the bell on Spotify, and we appreciate all your support.
Nice. You played your 131st yesterday. Nice.
Yeah. Bang.
Well done.
Well done, guys. Have a good week. Go, boys.